As you know, I am Cecilia Tripp, and I am the communications coordinator here at Cancer Companions. And today we are going to be doing a little game show called Show and Tell, where just like in kindergarten, our participants will be telling us why Cancer Companions is important to them and then showing us an item that they feel has helped them on their cancer journey. So, our theme for our fundraiser this year is stability. We're trying really hard to give us a strong, stable foundation for the Cancer Companions ministry to grow throughout the years. So stability to us looks like $8 a month from everybody who wants to donate, which would grow over time into a really good foundation for us to be able to pay our employees, to put out stronger tools and materials for all of our volunteers, to have somebody help Karen writing and taking over some of her responsibilities so she can do some more things that she loves to do, and all those different kinds of things. So everybody who donates will get one of our lovely little decals that you can put on a water bottle, on your phone, on your computer, wherever you want. And it's just got our logo and the little I donated hashtag down there. And then today, if you guess the right show, you will win this lovely Cancer Companions tote bag. Love to see it. So there will be one winner a day. So if you don't win today, you can come and try again tomorrow or Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So our first contestant who will be participating is Lisa, and she is here to tell us why Cancer Companions was God-given to her. So let's hear from Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hogbin, and I am a 9-year cancer survivor. I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in January of 2011. And as it is for anybody, it was quite a shock and quite an adjustment to how life changed drastically because of that diagnosis. My faith has always been so important to me, and it's my foundation. And I was so excited when I found out that there was going to be a support group meeting that was centered around our faith, that was the focus. And that group was called Cancer Companions. So I went to the support group at Emmanuel, and Karen was there, and I believe there were 6 maybe other people, but I just remember walking out that night and feeling, like understood, like I was someplace where people knew how I felt as somebody who was dealing with cancer. There was a camaraderie there. There was a sense of belonging. And most importantly, it was all centered around believing and knowing that Jesus was there for us, and knowing that he was the one who was seeing us through this. And I can just remember Karen's prayer at the end, and she asked each of us, she prayed for each of us. And it was just so meaningful to me to be at that group and to share with people and to talk about it and to just talk to it all through the lens of God at work in our cancer. But at the same time, I had also started going to a support group at DePaul Hospital where all my cancer treatment was at. And that group was also wonderful. It was a group of people who come very regularly. It was a nice group of people, and the leader of that particular support group is just a wonderful person as well. But because our church group was so tiny, I talked to the leader at DePaul. Her name is Nora, and I talked to Nora about Cancer Companions and seeing if that was a possibility at DePaul for the DePaul support group. And I can still remember how excited I was, because Nora was like, yes, she wanted it. She was so happy that there was going to be a group that was Christian-based, that was faith-based, that was going to talk about God's work in our cancer and God's presence in our cancer. And she was so excited about it. And so I ended up being the facilitator for that group, which I never really thought I would do, but I did. I mean, when you're in your church, you know that people are looking for that spiritual aspect to the group, but you don't know in a hospital group if they are. but God was at work, and those people were so open to everything we talked about. They would share, and it was almost like it became a safe place for them to say, I need to talk about God's work in this too. And that I just remember thinking, wow, look at this, all these people with cancer, and they've been in a group where they didn't talk about their faith, but give them a door, a tiny opening in a door, and they are willing to talk about, they want to talk about their cancer through the lens of being a Christian and through the lens of what their faith does for them and how it sustains them through all of this. I just think Cancer Companions is God-given. I really do. It was God-given to me when it started the same year that I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I know God led me there, and I believe that God also led me on to help spread the news of Cancer Companions and the gift of Cancer Companions with other people and with this other support group. So I just pray that people will support Cancer Companions and be willing to give to this organization that just touches so many lives and brings the light of Jesus into what can be a very dark place, and also allows people to, I don't know, just anchor themselves in their faith and know that even in cancer, God is there. He does not leave you. He is going to see you through it. He's going to provide what you need. And when you've got that support, with that faith, and you've got other people to share it with, it's incredible.
All right, we're going to take a second now. If you go and you pull up your chat feature, so if you scroll down to your bottom menu, you'll see either chat or you'll have to click more and go to chat. Put in there what you think Lisa will be showing us. Will it be her prayer journal, a coffee mug, or Mickey Mouse ears? And I will give you a couple minutes to respond, and then we will find out what she will be sharing. We've got 2 for prayer journal, so let's find out what she shares.
All right. Okay. My object that is so meaningful to me on my cancer journey is this cup. And you might think it's for coffee or tea, but it's not. I keep this by my chair in the bedroom where I read my devotions and I pray, because it is significant to me that this cup is what I offer up to God. Anything that I need to offer up to Him about my cancer, about what I'm feeling, about my fears, I put in that cup and I hold that when I pray and give that to God. And in return, I like to think of God then putting His mercy and His grace and His love and His healing into that cup for me. So that this cup is very, very significant, very important to me on my cancer journey and in my faith.
What do we know?
Okay, well, that is okay. She wanted to share her coffee mug, which is beautiful, the reason why she shared that with us. So now we're going to take a second and hear from our very own Karen Tripp, and she'll be telling you a little bit more about Cancer Companions and her hope for the ministry this year. So let's go ahead and look at that.
Hi there, I'm Karen Tripp with Cancer Companions. Did you know that I grew up going to garage sales? It's true, I did. We used to tease my mom all the time that we were going to get her a bumper sticker that said, "Warning, this vehicle makes sudden stops at garage sales." Those were good times. But you know, we didn't go to garage sales because we didn't like nice things. We went to garage sales because we did like nice things, we just couldn't afford to pay full price. So we'd go out on the weekends, we'd find a garage sale, we'd get some kind of little treasure, and then we'd brag about it. "Oh my gosh, did you see what I got for 50 cents? This is great." That's what it was all about, huh? Well, hearing all that, it's probably no surprise to find out that when I was starting Cancer Companions, I kind of had a garage sale mentality. I wanted the best of the best. I wanted quality, but I wanted to pay garage sale prices. So I started to look for people that were kind of like me. They had a little bit of expertise. They and maybe a little bit more knowledge, but what they really had was passion, wonderful passion. I remember the very first person that was our web designer. He ended up being a seminary student. He was poor, he was an insomniac, and so he said he wouldn't charge me very much, which was great. However, I did show up with a chicken Bravo sandwich from Panera every time that we ended up having a meeting. Gosh, those were great times, and what a beautiful website he put together for us. Oh, but then there's me. I was trying to do expertise of things that I probably had no business even poking in. That's how I became an avid reader of Salesforce for Dummies, Marketing Kit for Dummies, and of course, websites for dummies. Oh gosh. But you know, it probably wasn't until Cecilia came along as my communication coordinator that I really understood expertise. Oh, she does beautiful work. She would design these flyers, these brochures, these web pages, these e-blasts that were so much better than the ones that I had been doing for years. What a relief to have somebody with her talent in our camp. And then the same thing became true when Kristen came on as our membership specialist, and Megan ended up coming on as well as our operation administrator. Such a blessing. So now we turn around and we're trying to figure out how to get away from this garage sale mentality, hire people with the expertise of the things that we need. Things like fundraiser, things like grant writer, things like salespeople to end up selling the church starter kits. Oh my gosh, the list could go on and on. But you know, these are the kind of positions that need to have consistent, steady income. And at this stage of the game, Cancer Companions is just not in a position to be able to do that. But what if you donated $8 a month? We could take your $8 a month and combine it with another $8 a month and another one until we got this wonderful foundation to be able to build this ministry on. What a difference we could make. Would you pray about that? Would you pray about giving $8 a month to Cancer Companions? Would you think about supporting a ministry whose goal is to be able to draw people closer to Christ as they're in the midst of that cancer struggle? We appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video, and we appreciate your consideration. Thank you very much. Goodbye now.
Okay, so we had somebody join us in the middle of that, and we are at the end of the game show. But just so you know, we will be sharing this video, a recording of it, later today on our Facebook page at 2 p.m. and again on our YouTube page at 6 p.m. So you'll be able to view the entire game show later today. You'll be able to share it with your friends. And because we didn't have somebody guess the proper show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of your names in a hat, and we will draw a winner for our tote bag today. Look at this.
Not that
Our
I don't.
winner is
Gail.
Well, that's very generous. But
so just a reminder that we will be putting these up, and we would love, love, love for you to share them with your family and friends. Anybody you think would like to know more about what Cancer Companions is doing and the different people that we help on their cancer journeys. And tell people if they want to join tomorrow. We've got a video like this going every day, and we're going to be hearing from 5 different people. They all have beautiful testimonies about what Cancer Companions is doing and has done for them. And we are very excited. All right.
Take care, guys.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
thank you. Have a good
Bye.
day.